In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful. All praise is due to Him and Him alone. And may the blessings of God be upon Muhammad and his beloved progeny. And may Allah remove His mercy from their enemies. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your host, Sami Doli. The Battle of Karbala, the battle in which the grandson of the final prophet of God, peace and blessings of God be upon him and his family, was massacred. The statement, the Shias killed Imam Hussain, is a widespread statement today. We are joined by Sheikh Hassan al-Qadri. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikhna, would it be possible for you to give us an analysis into this statement and the belief that the Shias killed Imam Hussain, peace and blessings of God be upon him?
Sure. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين وأفضل الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق والمرسلين محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائم على أعدائهم إلى قيام يوم الدين. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. Peace be upon you, O Aba Abdullah. Peace be upon you, O Aba Abdullah. Peace be upon you, O Aba Abdullah. Peace be upon you and upon the souls that recited in your courtyard. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As you said, Brother Sami, the statement that the Shia are the ones who killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam has become very popular and widespread, more specifically within the Bakri communities. And it is a statement and a belief that we must counter and refute so that we are able to enlighten the Bakris on truly who killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. Now your question or the statement that the Shia killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, we must be able to identify and analyze and understand the word Shia from a linguistic perspective, from a historical perspective, from a theological perspective, and also from a historical perspective, from a narrative perspective, and from a Quranic perspective. This is so that we are able to understand when it is said that the Shia killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, we must be able to understand what do you mean by Shia. And it is also important for us to understand the characteristics of the people of Kufa. Because usually when the Bakri, Brother Sami, when they say that the Shia killed Imam al-Hussain, the Shia killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, they're usually referring to who? The people of Kufa. So it's important for us to understand the characteristics of the people of Kufa. What were they like? What was their attributes? And then it is also important for us to see who truly was involved and who was the main characters that were involved in the killing of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. And also we need to know, and this is one of the most vital, important factors within this analysis, is what is the belief of the people of Kufa, because that's vital. And that is the crucial point of our discussion today. Now, of course, many know the word Shia means party, group, sect, supporter. Within the Quran, there is many verses in the Quran where the word Shia or the term Shia is used. It's used in a negative form. It is used in a positive form. For example, in Surah Al-Rum, verse 31 to 32, turn to you in repentance to him and fear him and establish regular prayers, and be not among those who join gods with Allah. So don't do shirk. Those who split up their religion and become mere Shi'an, each party rejoicing in that which is with itself. Now here, of course, the word Shia will be translated as sect. So it's used in a negative form. Also another one, let's give you another example. So Surah 19, Surah Al-Rum, verse 69. Sorry, Surah Maryam. Surah 19, Surah Maryam. So verse 69. Then we shall certainly drag out from every Shi'atin, so every sect, here the word is translated as sect, all those who were worst in stubborn rebellion against the most gracious, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So of course now we've understood that from a Quranic perspective, the word Shia has been used in a negative form and a positive form. For example, from here, or for now, sorry, this is the positive now. Now we've seen what the negative. Now the positive, it says in Surah 37, verse 83. It says, verily, Ibrahim was of his Shia, Nabi Noah. So it's positive. Of course, inshallah, we are all the Shia of Nabi Noah alayhi salam.
Inshallah.
Surah 28, verse 15, another example on the positive of using the word Shia. And he entered the city at a time when its people were not watching, and he found there two men fighting, one of his Shia and the other of his enemy, Nabi Musa alayhi salam. Of course, again, inshallah, we are all the Shia of Nabi Musa alayhi salam. So as you can see, there's the positive and there's the negative. Now, we've understood that it could mean sect from here, it could mean follower, it could mean supporter, it could mean the sect of this individual, the party of this individual. Now let us see what the scholars have said regarding this. For example, Ibn Manzur in his famous work, Lisan al-Arab, in volume 2, page 189. Shia is a group of people, can be used for a singular or plural, for male and female. This name is used for those who follow Ali and his Ahl al-Bayt. This is who Ibn Manzur in his Lisan al-Arab. Now also you see, for example, Shahristani. Now Shahristani he's got his famous work Al-Mihal wal-Nihal, volume 1, page 234. This is a book where he discusses sects, different sects in Islam. Many try to state that he's a Shia, he was in Taqiyya, but of course the Bakris always make these statements. So in his book, volume 1, page 234, he says, Shia are those who follow Ali. They believe that after the death of the Prophet, the rightful Imam was Ali. Now all that I'm saying to you now from what is the statement of the scholars is vital for us to keep in mind. So I want the viewer to remember this. Why? Because later on, you will understand. When we start to discuss the aqidah, the doctrine, or the belief of the people of Kufa, we'll try to understand and do a comparison into what is the theological understanding of being the Shia of Ali ibn Abi Talib, and what was meant by the political understanding of being the Shia of Ali ibn Abi Talib. Anyway, in another book, Dar al-Ma'arif, volume 5, page 424, Shia refers to the lovers of Ali. They believe that the imamah is restricted to the family of Ali. Also another one, in the Islamic Encyclopedia, volume 2, page 443, the Shia is a big Islamic sect from amongst the sects. They believe that after the Prophet, Ali was the immediate successor, and after him, Imamate was the exclusive right of his family, so his children. Now that we've understood, still, you are still proving to us that actually, from what the scholars have said, from the Bakri scholars also, that the Shia of Ali ibn Abi Talib, when you say the Shia of Ali ibn Abi Talib, they're the ones that they have the same doctrine as you guys. Like me and you, we believe Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, successor of Rasulullah. This is what we are calling people to the wilaya of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Let's look at the word Shia from a narrative perspective. Now we've understood from what the scholars have said that majority say that it's usually Shia would usually refer to who? The people who believe Amir al-Mu'mineen to be the successor of Rasulullah. Now let's look at another narration. So, As-Suyuti in his Tafsir, volume 6, page 379. Under the Quranic verse, their reward from their Lord shall be everlasting gardens, below which flow rivers. They will abide there forever. He narrates this hadith by Rasulullah. This verse refers to you and your Shia. I promise you that I will meet you at the fountain of Kawthar. Now things are starting, now we could say it's getting a bit more complicated. Why? Because it's saying here, Ya Ali, you and your Shia, I promise you that I will find you where? In the pond or the fountain of Kawthar. So the question arises here, when you say that the Shia of Ali alayhi salam were the killers of Imam Hussain, or the Shia was the killers of Imam Hussain, then I can answer with, but so are you saying that the Shia of Imam Ali alayhi salam killed Imam Hussain and they are going to heaven? Question. You'll see later on that actually they will twist and turn with this understanding, and I'll show you inshallah. At-Tabari in his Tafsir, volume 33, page 146, under the same verse. It's in Surah 98, verse 7. Then the Prophet says, Tabari narrates, the best of creations are you, Ali, and your Shia. So again now, how could you be the best of creation but we've killed your grandson? There's got to be an understanding. This is the point that I'm trying to get the viewers and Brother Sami to understand. Let's continue. Ibn Hajar al-Makki, in a book called As-Sawa'iq al-Muhriqah, page 519. Now this book, he actually wrote this book to refute the Shia. Look what he says. The Shia of the Ahlul Bayt refers to Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. since these are the people who have loved the Ahlul Bayt, who have loved the Ahlul Bayt in the manner ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala azza wa jal and His Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, and the others are their enemies in reality, because the love that is out of the bounds of the Sharia and is misguiding is not love but hatred. So now this scholar Ibn Hajar al-Makki, he's saying in his book that the Shia is who? Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So if I was to go with the words of Ibn Hajar, that means that Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah killed Imam Hussain alayhi salam, or the so-called Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Also Shah Abdul Aziz in his book, also this book that he wrote was refuting who? The Shia. Tuhaf al-Ithna Ashariya, page 11, he says the Sunni sect were initially known by the title Shia. So again, if we was to take the words of Shah Abdul Aziz, the killers of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam were who?
The Bakris.
The Bakriya, our opponents, the so-called Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, the so-called Sunnis. Now of course these scholars, they've made this statement because of the statement that I previously stated, which is what? The best of creations, you Ali and your Shia, you and Ali, you and your Shia are the victorious ones. Ali, you and your Shia are the ones who will meet me in the pond of Kafira, and so on, because they had to. They had to. Now let us look at what a Shia scholar says. He also wrote this book. It's called Firaq al-Shia, Shia sects. He discusses, his name is Al-Hasan ibn Musa al-Nawbakhti. Within this book, he discusses the different sects within the Shia. So the Zaydiyya, the Batriya, and many more different sects. The Kaysaniyya, and so on. He states in page 60 to 62, I only took a part of it. He says, the first sect is the Shia. They are the party of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, who are called Shi'atu Ali. During the life of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as well as after his life. So they were called what? Shi'atu Ali in the time of Rasulullah and after. You know, this answers also the question when the Bakri says that you Shia, where did you come up with this term? Where did it come from? Was there any Shia in the time of Rasulullah? Of course there was. Look what he says in Nawbakhti. He says, among these were Al-Miqdad, Salman al-Farisi, Abu Dharr, Ammar ibn Yasir, and whoever agreed with Ali alayhi salam. So by the looks of it, also if you want to take it from another perspective, so the killers of Imam al-Hussain were the companions of Rasulullah, the early ones, Miqdad, Salman. If you want to go by their understanding, the way they want to put things into perspective. Now of course I'm not saying this. Anyway, they were the first Muslims to be called with this name, these individuals. Although the word Shia is an old term, since the Shia of Ibrahim, Shia of Musa, Shia of Isa, and the other prophets. As you can see, it was in the Quran. When the Prophet died, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Shia split into three. One said that Ali is an Imam. Now all of this will be connecting one by one to the other, to the next discussion that we will be having. We'll continue. Everything is connected. So remember, the Shia split into three. One said that Ali alayhi salam is an Imam whose commands were binding for all people after the Messenger of God They must listen to him, take their instructions from him, and anyone else would not qualify. So no one's qualified to be in that position. The Prophet trusted him with all knowledge, which is needed by the people of religious matters, like the permissibility, the permissible acts, and the prohibited, and every benefit and harm in religion and worldly matters. That is why he deserved the imamah and the leading position that was held by the Prophet for his, crucial point now, infallibility, purity, rank, knowledge, generosity, severity, and justice in dealing with his subjects. The Prophet appointed him and referred to him by name and lineage, and left the community under his imamah, making him the chief and the commander of the faithful. He gave him more authority in people's affairs than their own authority. This happened on many occasions, especially Ghadir Khum. He also told them that the rank of Ali is similar of Harun to Musa, though there is no prophet after me. This was evidence for his imamah, for there is no sense here for other than the prophethood and the imamah. Now, also we said from a political perspective, this will shock the viewer. This will make the viewer rethink, especially the Bakri viewers, inshallah. Yazid writes to Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad. You can find this in Tarikh al-Tabari, volume 18, page 19, page 31. My Shia, Yazid is writing to Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad. My Shia among the people of Kufa have written to me to inform me that Ibn Aqil, Muslim Ibn Aqil alayhi salam, is in Al-Kufa, gathering units in order to spread rebellion among the Muslims. Therefore, when you read this letter of mine, go to Al-Kufa and search for Ibn Aqil, as if you are looking for a bead, until you find him. Then bind him in chains, kill him or expel him. Now, of course, we know about the vicious side of Yazid ibn Muawiyah, which inshallah maybe we'll be able to discuss another day.
Inshallah.
But the crucial point here is, my Shia among the people of Al-Kufa. So he had Shia of Al-Kufa. So among the people of Kufa, there was some people that declared Yazid ibn Muawiyah to be the caliph. Now, as we said, it's important to understand the characteristics of the people of Kufa. Now, you can find this is a sermon by Imam Ali alayhi salam. You can find in Nahj al-Balagha, sermon 208, Kitab Safin by Nasr ibn Muzahim, who is actually a Shia historian, but the Bakris take a lot from him. Just like the Maqtal of Imam Hussain, At-Tabari took it from who? Abi Mikhnaf al-Azdi, who's a Shia himself. So Kitab Safin by Nasr ibn Muzahim, page 484. Al-Imama wa Siyasa for Ibn Qutayba, volume 1, page 118. Muruj al-Dhahab for volume 2, page 400. He says, O people, matters between me and you went as I wished till war exhausted you. By Allah, listen to the Imam, it has overtaken some of you and left others, has completely weakened your enemy. Till yesterday I was giving orders, but today I am being given orders. Until yesterday I was discouraging people from wrong acts, but today I am being discouraged. You have now shown the liking to live in this world and not and it is not for me to bring you to what you dislike. So I can't make you dislike something. I can't force it upon you. You must do it yourself. You have become the lovers of this world. I was giving you the orders, now you are trying to give me the orders. People, from the time of Amir al-Mu'minin, the people of Kufa were known to be people who betray, weak people, weak individuals. Now this was in the Battle of Siffin. The army of Imam Ali actually defeated Muawiyah. Now Ibn al-Hadid, he also states in his Sharh Nahj al-Balagha, he states that Michael Ashtar got so close. They were going to annihilate, finish Muawiyah's army. That's it. The history of Muawiyah would have been finished. Malik, it says, what Ibn Hadid narrates, he had him by the neck, Malik al-Ashtar, one of the commanders of Imam Ali alayhi salam. But the Kufans, they didn't want to fight when Muawiyah's army put the Qur'ans on the spears.
Yeah.
Weak mentality.
Very weak mentality.
The walking, talking Qur'an is saying to attack. They're saying no. Weak. So you can see from this sermon from Imam Ali alayhi salam, is what? Is that their religion, their faith is weak. Within, to do with who? Their leader. Your leader saying do something, they'll go. And you see later on in the sermon how Imam Ali alayhi salam describes them and describes the who? The followers of Muawiyah. In another sermon, Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says, you can find this in Kitab al-Ihtijaj, volume 1, for Shaykh al-Tabarasi, page 254. Now then, he says, now then, O people of Iraq, you are like the pregnant woman who on completion of the period of pregnancy delivers a dead child, and her husband is also dead, and her period of widowhood is long, while only a remote relation inherits her. By Allah, I did not come to you of my own accord. I came to you by force of circumstances. Amir al-Mu'minin was forced to be the caliph. Just like he was forced, and he never gave the bay'ah to Abu Bakr, that many claim. Inshallah, also on a topic that we must discuss, inshallah.
Inshallah.
I have come to know that you say Ali speaks lies. May Allah fight you, against who do I speak lies? Whether against Allah, but I am the first to believe in him. Whether against his prophet, I am the first who testify to him. Certainly not. Amir al-Mu'mineen, a man that was confident. I am the first who believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I am the first to believe in Rasulullah. I am the first to say, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. By Allah, it was a way of expression which you failed to appreciate, and you are not capable of it. Woe to you. I'm giving out these measures of nice expression, free of any cost. I wish there were vessels good enough to hold them. Then he recited the Quranic verse, certainly you will understand. You will understand it after some time. You will later understand. Again, this was in the Battle of Siffin. You can also find this in Nahj al-Balagha, Sermon 71. What is the meaning by a pregnant woman? What he means by a pregnant woman is that they were capable to fight. Just like a woman that's pregnant, she's able to go and work. She's able to go and do what she needs to do. But what? Nothing is expected from her. You don't expect her to do it. Why? Because she's pregnant.
Of course.
Another is that she has completed the period of pregnancy. That's what he says, right? What does it mean? that they passed over all difficulty stages. They've just won. Just like I thought, Michael Ashtar had Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. They had him. Difficult stages, and then approached near the final goal, victory. Boop. She what? She delivered a dead child. They didn't they didn't achieve the objective, was to finish off Muawiyah and his army and his ideology. And this is the ideology in which has frightened the world. When ISIS, this is the ideology of Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan and his forefathers. Also in another narration, in another sermon, to understand, now we've understood they had weak faith. We have also understood here that what? They were not people of what? They didn't have an objective. They'd never achieved that objective. Again, this sermon also what proves that what? They were weak. And why did they stop, like we said before? Was because Muawiyah put the Quran on the spears. Now again, this you can find this in Tariq al-Tabari, this sermon, volume 6, page 60, and also Nahj al-Balagha, sermon 180. I praise Allah. I praise Allah for whatever matter He ordained and whatever action He destines, and for my trial with you, O group of people who do not obey when I order. They were not obedient individuals. And do not respond when I call you. If you are at ease, you engage in conversation. But if you are faced with a battle, you show weakness. When you, if you have a strong mentality, a strong belief, when you are faced with hardship, you attack the hardship. You get through that hardship. They were not that type of people. If people agree on one Imam, you taunt them. If you are faced, what does that mean? They didn't agree on one Imam. They didn't believe just an Imam alayhi salam. If you are faced with an matter, you turn away from it. May others have no father. Woe to your enemy. What are you waiting for in the matter of your assistance and for fighting for your rights? For you there is either death or disgrace. By Allah, if my day of death comes, and it is sure to come, it will cause separation between me and you, while I am sick of your company and feel alone, although I am with you. Now, even if we was to take Imam Ali alayhi salam, not to be an infallible Imam, like we believe, but just like the Bakris, that he was the fourth caliph. He's saying, I am sick of your company. I feel alone, although I'm with you.
He also said it numerous other times as well. I believe towards the end of his life, he was even saying,
"Yeah,
how much."
Don't worry, it's right here. It's the next point I'm bringing. May Allah deal with you. Is there no religion which may unite you, or sense of shamefulness that may sharpen you? Is it not strange that Muawiyah calls out to some rude, low people? They follow him without any support or grant. But when I call you, although you are the successors of Islam and the worthy survivors of the people, with support and distributed grants, you scatter away from me and oppose me. Muawiyah goes to these low individuals. They have no benefit from him, no support, no grant, yet they are submissive, obedient to their Imam. Truly there is nothing between me to you which I like. You also liked it, and you also liked it, or with which I am angry, and you may also unite against it. What I love most is death. You can see the Imams had enough. Don't forget, this is in their books, in Tariq al-Tabari. I have taught you the Quran, clarified to you arguments, apprised you of what you were ignorant, and made you swallow what you were spitting out. Even a blind man would have been able to see, and he who was sleeping would have been awakened. How ignorant of Allah is their leader, Muawiyah. He's saying that even a blind man will be able to see. Do you see how much these individuals, weak faith, disobedient, they disobeyed their Imam, their leader, weak mentality, people that betrayed, and you'll be able to see it. Now what you was talking about is here. You can find it in Tabaqat for Ibn Sa'd, volume 3, page 36. Maqatil al-Talibin for Ibn Faraj, page 16. Kitab al-Irshaf al-Mufid, page 9. Al-Imama wal-Siyasa, volume 1, page 160. And Sermon Nahj al-Balagha, Sermon 70 of Nahj al-Balagha. I was sitting when sleep overtook me. I saw the Prophet of Allah appear before me, and I said, O Prophet of Allah, what crookedness and enmity I had to face from the people. The Prophet of Allah said, invoke evil upon them. But I said, may Allah change them for me with better ones, and change me for them with a worse one. It's had enough. All they do, bicker, argue, disobey, weak mentalities, weak faith. These are the people of Kufa. Now this is why actually Imam Hussain alayhi salam sent Muslim ibn Aqil. Because if you had trust in certain individuals, what would you do? You'd go straight away. But he sent Muslim ibn Aqil, why? To verify, to see, are they actually honest? Because he knew him, he saw what the people of Kufa did to his father, did to his brother. Just betrayed him. People of dunya.
I believe even on the way to Karbala, he was stopped a few times and people were telling him, don't go, they've betrayed your father.
Yeah, Ibn Abbas, there's a narration that says, go to Yemen. There's the Shia there. The Shia in Yemen are the ones that they will aid you. They are better than the people of Kufa and so on. Now we discuss now the characteristics of the people of Kufa. We've understood they are weak individuals, weak mentality, weak faith. Let us understand the belief of the people of Kufa. Again, a letter from Imam Ali alayhi salam to Muawiyah. In Kitab Safin by Nasr ibn Muzahim, page 29. Al-Imama wal-Siyasa, volume 1, page 93. Aqd al-Farid, volume 4, page 322. Nahj al-Balagha, letter 6. Look what he says. Verily, this is Imam Ali alayhi salam, his letter to Muawiyah. Those who took the oath of allegiance to Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman have sworn allegiance to me. Now those who were present at the election have no right to go back against their oath of allegiance, and those who were not present on the occasion have no right to oppose me. The crucial point is the beginning part. Those who took oath of allegiance to Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, have sworn allegiance to me. So they didn't give him allegiance that you are the first Imam. The fourth, just like Bakris. You think that the people of Kufa are Bakris. Now even further, At-Tabari, he narrates in volume 10, page 97, when the people of Iraq agreed to recognize Muawiyah as Caliph after Imam Ali, after the death of Imam Ali, and after the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Muawiyah took to expelling from Al-Kufa those who had been passionate in the cause of Ali. Listen to this. And to settle in their homes those people of Syria and Basra who were most passionate in his cause. It was they who were called the transferers in the stronghold towns. So the people of Kufa, the ones who were passionate in aiding Amir al-Mu'mineen, were taken out. Who did they replace by?
The people of Muawiyah.
The people of Muawiyah, the people of Syria.
They took all the real Shias out from the time of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam and then just replaced them with the enemies.
Look, now even what I mentioned in the beginning in Tarikh al-Tabari, volume 19, page 31. Yazid writes to Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad, he said, my Shia among the people of Kufa. He had Shia there, yes. Now let us see what their scholars say. Now Al-Dhahabi, in his Al-Mizan, volume 1, page 118 to 119. Look what he says at Dhahabi. The justifying conclusion is that the Shi'as of Kufa accepted the caliphate of the Shaykhain. I'll read it again. And I want the viewer to listen to me. Listen carefully. The justifying conclusion is that the Shi'as of Kufa accepted the caliphate of the Shaykhain, Abu Bakr and Umar.
La'natullah alayhim.
La'natullah alayhim. The justifying conclusion is that the Shia of Kufa accepted the caliphate of the Shaykhain, Abu Bakr and Umar. Some Kufan Shias rejected the caliphate of Uthman ibn Affan. They rejected it. In the same manner that the people of Syria rejected the caliphate of Imam Ali alayhi salam. While others sympathetically the ones who were sympathetic towards Uthman ibn Affan, they still preferred Imam Ali. So some of them had that bit of love for Imam Ali, for Uthman Ali. La'natullah alayhi. I'm getting mixed up with Imam. Astaghfirullah too late. To Uthman ibn Affan, so but they still preferred Imam Ali. So they were okay with Uthman. They preferred Imam Ali alayhi salam. This particular faction not only believed in the caliphate of the first three caliphs. Hey, listen. This particular faction not only believed in the caliphate of the first three caliphs, but also prayed for forgiveness for all those who fought against Imam Ali, such as Aisha, Talha, Zubair, Muawiyah, and so forth. Batriya. It continues. The extreme Shia at the time of the Salaf, the Sahaba and so on, as known to them, was one who spoke against Uthman, Zubair, Talha, Muawiyah, and some of those who fought Imam Ali and hated them. The extreme Shia in our time, as known to us, is the ones who regards these leaders as kafirs and also disown the two sheikhs, Abu Bakr and Umar. Such one is misguided and gone astray. So he's saying these are the types that are misguided and gone astray. Why? Well, he's right. Al-Dhahabi is very right. From his perspective, he's a bakri. What, they preferred Ali against from Uthman. What's the problem? Still a bakri. This is a bakri belief. When you entered this religion, what did you say? Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Wa ashhadu anna Aliyan wa Fatimata az-Zahra. وأولادهم المعصومين حجج الله وأشهد أن أبا بكر وعمر وعثمان وعائشة وحفصة في النار. So when you say that, this is our belief. If you say that, of course, for him, you're going to be misguided. But for them, no, these guys, why would he be misguided? They have bay'ah to the Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Imam Ali alayhi salam. Again, Al-Dhahabi in his Al-Mizan, the same book, volume 3, page 552. Yes, most of the Syrian population from the days of the Battle of Siffin rejected the caliphate of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali alayhi salam, and considered themselves and their ancestors righteous for doing so. The Kufans likewise deviated from Uthman and loved Ali over him because their ancestors were the Shi'as and helpers, whilst we, the Ahlul Sunnah, love all of the four caliphs. There was also a third group of the Shi'as in Iraq who loved both Ali but preferred Ali and Uthman, but preferred Ali over Uthman, and had an extreme dislike of those who fought Ali. At the same time, they would supplicate, asking forgiveness for those who fought Ali. This was the softer version of the Shia.
Number 3.
You see, even someone like Ibn Kafira, from the top of my head, in a book called Al-Bidayah wal-Nihaya, he states, for example, Ibn Hadid al-Mu'tazili, who was a scholar of Baghdad. He was a Mu'tazili scholar, and he's famous for his work, Sharh Nahj al-Balagha. He says to him that he was a Shia. Why? Because he preferred Imam Ali alayhi salam to Uthman. And we'll see, look. This proves my next point. Listen to this. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani in his book At-Tahdhib, volume 1, page 82. According to the early scholars, Shia meant to have faith on Ali having, over Uthman. So they're having faith that Ali was greater than Uthman, although they preferred the Shaykhain over them. According to the early scholars, Shia meant to have faith in Ali being greater than Uthman, although they preferred the Shaykhain, Abu Bakr and Umar. So it's for them. You see, it's the whole mixture. In the beginning, they narrate Tabari, Suyuti, and so on, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Ya Ali, you and your Shia are victorious, Ya Ali, you and this, you and this. Now the question arises here, what does Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani and someone like Al-Dhahabi, when he says Shia or softer version of Shia, what he means here is, it's either the two. If Dhahabi is saying the softer version of Shia, now he's obviously making that statement because earlier he talks about the extreme Shias. Softer version. Here, are they talking from political perspective? Because they preferred Ali over Uthman? For you listening, especially someone that took a Shahada with Sheikh Yasir al-Habib, you would see that you'd be like, this is how. In what way are you calling this tashayyu? They still preferred Abu Bakr and Umar to who? Imam Ali alayhi salam. So how are you concluding that the Shia killed Imam Hussain alayhi salam? Because if you are to say the Shia in Kufa are the ones who believed that Ali ibn Abi Talib was the infallible, righteous Imam chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that the 11 Imams, from the 9 Imams from his son Imam Hussain alayhi salam are the leaders, and they are the ones who succeed Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and that they reject Abu Bakr and Umar, then I'm like, fair enough. The Shia in Kufa killed Imam Hussain, but this is the fact here. We can see from your own scholars, from the words of Imam Ali alayhi salam, they still had allegiance to Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman. As you can see now that you're listening, you as a viewer, and I'm sure most of the Bakris are sitting there listening, they are asking the question, why and how did our scholars conclude that the Shia killed Imam Hussain? Are they talking about the Shia of Yazid? Or were they talking about the Shia that preferred Abu Bakr and Umar over Imam Ali alayhi salam? Because to me, this is not tashayyu. Many of the, I can't remember his name, but he came, I think it's in Kitab al-Tawheed. either to Imam al-Rida alayhi salam or Imam al-Sadiq. I think it's Imam al-Rida alayhi salam. And he's like, yeah, Imam, I am coming to show you what my faith, my religion is. You know, he said, La ilaha illallah, Allah has no image, Allah this, Prophet Muhammad, he doesn't commit sin, Imam Ali, and he went along, and I disown your enemies. I disown Abu Bakr and Umar. It's crucial, it's from our belief, al-bara'a. Now, again another point. Now after the martyrdom of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, what does Ibn Ziyad say? You can refer to Tarikh al-Tabari, volume 19, page 167. Praise be to God who revealed the truth and the followers of truth. He has given victory to the commander of the faithful Yazid ibn Muawiyah and his party. He has killed the liar who is the son of a liar. Listen to this. Al-Hussein ibn Ali and his Shia. Hold on. Ibn Ziyad, the main individual, or you can say the second main individual that killed Imam al-Hussein, the one that sent the army of Umar ibn Sa'd to Karbala to kill Imam al-Hussein, is saying he was killed, the liar who is the son of a liar. He's talking about Imam Hussain, astaghfirullah. Al-Hussein ibn Ali and his Shia. Now, a question will arise. Shia of Yazid, there is. Shia who believed Uthman, who believed Imam Ali, who believed in all of them, but one of them, but they believed that they preferred Imam Ali alayhi salam over Uthman, but they believed Abu Bakr and Umar was greater than both of them. Then you have the belief, then you have another that say no, they are against the ones who fought Imam Ali alayhi salam, but they still had bay'ah to who? Abu Bakr and Umar. So how comes all of them are called Shia? This is because you have the word, the term Shia was used in that time. For example, when Yazid said, my Shia in Kufa, yeah, his supporters in Kufa. But from a theological perspective, can you say that the ones who killed Imam al-Hussein had the same belief as me and you? The ones that say, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah, wa Aliyun Waliyullah, wa Abu Bakr wa Umar wa Uthman wa Aisha wa Hafsa fi nar, for example. No. Even when Ibn Ziyad gets to the court of Yazid, he says this in a proud manner. He says, O commander of the faithful, I bring you good news of God's victory and support. Al-Hussein ibn Ali came against us with 18 men of his household and 60 of his Shia. Without a shadow of a doubt, we'll discuss and we'll delve into the belief of the companions of the Imam. To some of the companions of the Imam, they show their belief within the Battle of Karbala. So again, you can see Ibn Ziyad, he says to who? Yazid ibn Muawiyah, Al-Hussein ibn Ali came against us, with 18 men of his house and 60 of his Shia. You can find this in Tarikh al-Tabari, volume 19, page 169. 2 pages after the previous report that I said from Ibn Ziyad. Now, look here. Now let us look at the ones who were involved in the killing of who? Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. What does Ibn Ziyad write to Umar ibn Sa'd? Umar ibn Sa'd we will discuss after. Become obstacle between become an obstacle between Al-Hussein alayhi salam and water. Stop him from drinking water. Treat them in a way Amir al-Mu'mineen Uthman was treated, and ask him and his companion to give bay'ah to Amir al-Mu'mineen Yazid ibn Muawiyah. In Kitab al-Bidayah wa Nihaya for Nasibi, the student of Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Kathir's book Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya, volume 8, page 1058. You'd see, what does he say? Amir al-Mu'mineen Uthman. Who's Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad? Refer to Tarikh al-Kamil for who ibn Athir, volume 4, page 55. Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad says, I killed al-Hussein on the order of Yazid to kill him, otherwise he would kill me, therefore I chose to kill al-Hussein. He's the killer of Imam Hussain. As you can see, what does he say in the Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya? The same way Amir al-Mu'mineen Uthman. And then what does he say? Ask him to give bay'ah to Amir al-Mu'mineen Yazid ibn Muawiyah. So he declared these individuals to be the commanders of the faithful. He believed they were faithful, and they were the commanders of the ones who are faithful. So he believed in Uthman ibn Affan. Let me ask you a question. Let the bakri, if you have any Shia friends, or if you know any Shia mosques or Shia centers, or even calling to FedEx, ask, what is your belief in Uthman ibn Affan? Kafir, Munafiq, Jahannam, in hell. So how are you claiming that the killers of Imam al-Hussein were Shia? Here's Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, Amir al-Mu'mineen Uthman ibn Affan. Again, this refers to what the previous that we was talking about, when he said, praise be to God who revealed the truth and the followers of the truth. He has given victory to the commander of Yazid ibn Muawiyah. This proves the point even more. Ibn al-Suyuti in his Tarikh al-Khulafa, page 182, he says Yazid wrote to his ruler in Iraq, Ibn Ziyad, for the murder of al-Hussein. He's the main murderer. He's the governor in Kufa. Let's go to who? The general of the army that killed Imam al-Hussein. Umar ibn Sa'd, la'natullah alayhi. Al-Dhahabi in his Siyar A'lam al-Nubala, volume 4, page 349. Umar ibn Sa'd, the commander of the troops that fought against al-Hussein. Then al-Mukhtar killed him. Who is Umar ibn Sa'd? Listen to this. On the 9th of Muharram, after completing afternoon prayer, Umar ibn Sa'd called out, O horsemen of God, climb onto your horses with good news. What does he say? He believes that this is good news. Climb the horses with good news. You can find this in Maqtal al-Hussein for Abi Mikhnaf al-Azdi, page 116. Umar ibn Sa'd, listen to this, in page 140 for the same book, Maqtal al-Hussein for Ibn Mikhnaf. Umar ibn Sa'd put an arrow in his bow and released it, saying, I bear witness that I was the first to strike. This is Umar ibn Sa'd. No, wait for it. Al-Bukhari in his Tarikh al-Saghir, volume 1, page 75. Sulaiman ibn Muslim narrated from his father that he said, when al-Hussein arrived in Karbala, Umar ibn Sa'd was the first individual who cut the ropes of the tents. First to throw the arrow. The one who was saying, oh, this is good news, ride your horses. and the first one that threw the arrow. And he's the bear witness I was the first to strike. I bear witness that you will be burning in hell. Al-Mizzi, he says in Ta'dhib al-Kamil. Who's Al-Mizzi? He's one of the scholars of Rijal. He narrates from Ahmad ibn Abdullah. He used to narrate traditions from his father, Sa'd ibn Waqas, one of the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He used to narrate traditions from his father, and the people narrated from him. And he is the one who killed Al-Hussain. He is trustworthy tabi'i. That means our opponents, O Bakriya, O the ones who call themselves Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, your religion is taken, the narrations are taken from the killers of Abu Abdullah al-Hussain. And he is trustworthy tabi'i. Volume 21, page 357. What does Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani say in Taqrib al-Ta'dhib? He says, page 351, Umar ibn Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas al-Madani, Saduq, truthful. How is he truthful? I want Ibn Hajar. A question for Ibn Hajar, a question for the Bakris. Saduq, while he is the one that is saying, ride, climb your horses with good news. Good news to call Abu Abdullah al-Hussain? Or when he says, I bear witness that I was the first to strike. This is the man that is Saduq. Even at Dhahabi in his Al-Mizan, he says he is not to be criticized. Not to be criticized. He is the killer of the grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Your religion is taken from this individual, just like your religion is taken from the likes of Aisha binti Abi Bakr ibn Abi Quhafa, the liar, the killer of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Saduq wa awayla. Let's look at another individual that was in the army that fought Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Now before I get into who he is, I want to narrate to you a part of the sermon Imam Hussain gave in Karbala. You can find it in Maqtal al-Hussain alayhi salam for Abi Mikhnaf, Kitab al-Irshad, and Tarikh al-Tabari, volume 6, page 243. The Imam said, O Shabath ibn Rab'i, O Hajar ibn Abjar, O Qais ibn Ash'ath, O Zayd ibn al-Harith, did you not write to me? But I want you to focus, and I want the viewers to focus, and you, Brother Sami, on why he called out the first individual, Shabath ibn Rab'i. Did you not write to me saying, come, for the fruits are ripe when the dates have gone green, and you will come to troops ready for me, ready for your command. By the way, something that I realized, and I will later on inshallah, I'll show how something that I realized is that the letters, look what he says, they say, come, for the fruits are ripe and the dates have gone green. The worldly individuals. While the other ones are saying, oh my master, we want you to be our leader, to lead us against Yazid ibn Muawiyah. Well, what these individuals saying? These munafiqeen, these kadaba, hypocrites. They said, we did not do so. They're liars. Imam said, Subhanallah. Yes, by Allah, you did exactly so. Then he said, oh people, if you hate me, let me go away from your sight to a safe place on authority of your cousin. No, sorry. Let me go away from your sight to a safe place on earth Qais ibn al-Ash'ath, he says to the Imam, are you not going to first to accept the authority of your cousin? They surely will not deal with you except most, and they will not harm you in the least. Al-Hussein said to him, are you the brother of your brother? Do you want Bani Hashim to demand that you pay for the blood for someone else besides Muslim ibn Aqil? Then the Imam continues. But the main point is he calls out for Shabath ibn Rab'i. Let's look at who Shabath ibn Rab'i is. Shabath ibn Rab'i, for example, if you go to the footnotes of Nahj al-Balagha, Sermon 123, you see that he was in the army of Imam Ali. What does al-Dhahabi say in Siyar A'lam al-Nubala, volume 4, page 150? He was amongst those that rebelled against Ali alayhi salam. He rejected to negotiate and then repented, because they were negotiating between themselves, and you'll see here actually, the explanation will come here. Another scholar, the Bakri scholar, in his book Talbis Iblis, Ibn Jawzi, page 40, when Ali turned his army away from Siffin and entered Kufa, 12,000 of his followers did not enter the city with him. Instead, they camped out at a town and raised their voices in agreement, reciting the slogan, "Judgment belongs only to Allah." This incident marks the first appearance of the Khawarij as a sectarian movement. They appointed Shabath ibn Rab'i at-Tamimi as the Emir for the battle.
SubhanAllah. The Emir of the Khawarij.
You could see, for example, also in a book called Al-Thiqat in volume 1, page 448. It says he is the first to help in the killing of Uthman. You also refer to Al-Khu'i in his Rijal, volume 10, page 14. He discusses him too. At-Tusi in his Rijal, page 68. Now, again, Shabath ibn Rab'i, who is he? The Bakri scholars accept him, and they see that his narrations are accepted. Abu Dawood narrates in his book. Now, the funny thing is about this individual, I don't even think the Bakriya themselves would want to say that he's even from their sect. Because you even see he's not even a Shia. Look, first he was from those who killed Uthman. Then he joined the army of Ali and was with him in Siffin. Then he rebelled against Ali and became from the Khawarij and their leader. Then he repented. Then fought with Imam Ali against the Khawarij in the battle of Nahrawan. Then he paid allegiance to Muawiyah. Then he rejected Yazid. Then he paid allegiance to Muslim ibn Aqil. Then he went to kill Imam Hussain. And also some sources say he went to Mukhtar al-Thaqafi. Then he went against Mukhtar al-Thaqafi. An individual of characteristics you can see just for this world. How are you claiming that this individual is a Shia? Would a Shia ever pay allegiance to someone like Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan?
Never. Even the Badri.
Now, another individual that's very vital and crucial within our research also, Amr ibn Hurayth. Al-Tabari in his book Tariq al-Tabari, in his book Tariq, volume 19, page 21. When Muslim ibn Aqil saw that he had been left alone, he began to wander through the streets. He came to a door and stopped, and a woman came out to him. He asked her to give him a drink. She gave him a drink. Then she returned inside her house. She delayed for as long as God decreed and then came back out to find him still at the door. She said, O servant of God, O servant of God, your staying here is suspicious. Go away. He replied, I am Muslim ibn Aqil. Will you shelter me? She told him to enter. Her son was a Mawla of Muslim ibn Ash'ath. When the boy recognized him, he went to Muhammad and told him. Muhammad went to Ubaydullah and told him. Ubaydullah sent Amr ibn Hurayth, the commander of his police, to get him. And with him went Abdurrahman ibn Muslim ibn al-Ash'ath. What does al-Dhahabi say in Siyar A'lam al-Nubala, volume 3, page 48, page 418, Amr ibn Hurayth is counted among the Sahaba of Rasulullah that had settled in Al-Kufa. He is a Sahabi and has narrated from the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Also al-Dhahabi in his book Al-Kashif, volume 2, page 74, Amr ibn Hurayth was a companion. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani in his Tahdhib al-Tahdhib, volume 1, page 732, he counted Amr ibn Hurayth amongst the Sahaba. He was a Sahabi. Now you say to me that an individual that was involved in arresting Muslim ibn Aqil, the representative of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and took him to Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, which resulted in the killing of Muslim ibn Aqil. Are you telling me that the Shia killed Imam Hussain? Your own Sahaba was the ones that was involved. Sahabi. Now let's look at some of the beliefs so we understand what is meant by Shia. Of the companion of Imam Hussain, Nafi ibn Hilal, I am a Jamili, he states. I believe in the religion of Ali. When he says, I believe in the religion of Ali, what, is there a different religion? Or Nafi ibn Hilal, is there a different religion between the religion of Ali and Abu Bakr and Umar? Or Uthman? Look what he says. A man called Muzahim al-Hurayth came against him crying, I follow the religion of Uthman. Nafi replied, look at the Bara'i. Rafidi replied, rather you follow the religion of Satan. Get out of it. You follow the religion of Satan. Shouldn't Uthman ibn Affan the religion of Uthman? Then he attacked him and killed him. Tabari, volume 19, page 136 to 137. You can find the Maqtal Abi Mikhnaf also, Al-Azdi. I am the religion of Ali. There's a difference. For the companion of Imam al-Hussain, there is a difference between the religion of Ali. No. There's a difference between his religion and the religion of Uthman ibn Affan. Burayr, one of the companions that died with Abu Abdullah al-Hussain. Listen to this now. Tarikh al-Tabari, volume 19, page 134. Ka'b ibn Jabir al-Azdi, after killing Burayr, he proudly recited the following. He says some poetry. Ask that you be told about me, and you are blameworthy at the battle against Hussein, while the spears were pointed. I had with me a Spain from Yazan, whose joints had not been betrayed, and white sword which was sharpened, and both ends of it were cutting. This is crucial. I singled him out from a group whose religion was not my religion, for I am satisfied with Ibn Harb, Yazid ibn Muawiyah. Tell Ubaydullah if you meet him that I am obedient and submissive to the Caliph. Why am I stating this? Is the crucial point. Whose religion was not my religion.
So he's openly
You
saying
see, also in the battle, the army of Umar ibn Sa'd would say to what? The army of Imam Hussain? You kuffar. What do the Bakri say to us today? You kuffar. Why? Because we say Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Aisha, Hafsa, fi nar. Kafara, munafiqeen. So that's why he's saying that, yeah. Like the Bakri say to us, you are kuffar because you believe this. You are kuffar because you believe that Ali ibn Abi Talib was the successor of Rasul and you rejected the so-called caliphs. Now, also in Tarikh al-Tabari, one page before what we stated before, volume 19, page 132 to 133. Yazid ibn Ma'qil says, he says to Burayr, the companion of Imam Hussain, how do you think God treated you? Burayr replied, by God, God has treated me well and treated you badly. He answered, you liar, even before today you were always a liar. Do you remember I used to go with you among Bani Lawdhan? Then you used to say that Uthman was a man who indulged himself excessively, and that Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan was one who was in error and who caused people to go astray, and that the Imam of guidance and truth was Ali ibn Abi Talib. So Burayr used to say that to Yazid ibn Ma'qil. This is the Shia, this is the faith of the Shia. Imam, he rejected Uthman, he rejected Muawiyah. Imam Ali is the Imam of truth and guidance. Burayr said, I testify that is my opinion, belief. And then Yazid ibn Ma'qil says to him, replies, and I testify that you are one who are in error. You are one of those who are in error. This is the belief. And when you say, how is it that the army of Umar ibn Sa'd, the army of Yazid ibn Muawiyah, the army of Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad, they're calling the army of Imam Hussain Kafara? Because of their belief, yes, they believe different. And who said and although we've discussed that there are different so-called various different Shias, did even if we say it from their perspective, did all of the Shia, the Khasa, the close ones, the real Shia, did they betray Imam Hussain? No, they didn't. Look. When Muslim ibn Aqil, the ones who heard of Muslim ibn Aqil and read, they heard what Imam Hussain said when Muslim ibn Aqil read the letter of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, they pledged their allegiance and they went to Imam Hussain. Who? Abis. The one where they said, Aya Abis junint. And what did he say? Hubbul Hussain wa jannani. Abis. Sa'ad ibn Abdullah al-Hanafi, Habib ibn Mudahir. They went and fought with Imam Hussain. They went and fought with Imam Hussain. They were people of Kufa. Nafi ibn Hilal, the guy that we discussed. Muslim ibn Awsaja. Burayr. Anas ibn Harith. I can continue going. Handala ibn Asad. All of these individuals, they went and supported Imam al-Hussain. Why? They were Shia. They were Shia. What does Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam say? In Al-Kafi, volume 8, page 228. These people claim that we are the Shia of Ali, the true Shia of Ali are those whose actions are in accordance with his words. When you say, Ya Hussein, come to me, and you don't go according with it, then you're not Shia. Simple. It's just like when you say a munafiq says, Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa Muhammadan Rasulullah, but in his heart he doesn't believe. Why? His actions are not in accordance with his words. Now this is a question, and it's the most vital question, and it is the last part of our analysis. Has the Bakriya never asked the question? Or have they never went to their scholars and said, you know, you've said that the Shia have killed Imam Hussain. Well, the term Shia, as you can see, was Yazid used it for his people. My Shia in Kufa. Imam al-Hussain, even there's a narration in, I think you can find it in Kitab ibn Tawus. He says, Ya Shi'at Al Bani Sufyan. Shi'at Bani Sufyan. Or even like you saying, like Al-Dhahabi says, that the Shia were what? The ones who, the Shia of Kufa were definitely believed in the Khilafah of Abu Bakr and Umar. How's it? This is not my belief.
It's not the belief of Imam Hussain alayhi salam.
Exactly. Just like when the general, you could say the polite Bakriya, when they say, for example, ISIS they do not represent us, they are not Muslims. Why? Because their actions are not in accordance with what is meant to be within Islam, what is meant in Islam, what you are supposed to do. Have you never asked the question? So the Bakriya, you need to go and ask your question to your scholars. Who did Imam al-Hussain declare that killed him? Who did he blame? He is the center of this topic. He is the center of our discussion. He is the center of this subject. He is the center of this belief that the Shia killed Imam Hussain. Hussain ibn Ali alayhi salam. Who did he blame? I'm sure he knew better than anyone else. Listen to this. He stood up to rest for a while. This is after all of his family members were killed and his companions. He stood up for a while and his body became too weak to fight. While he was standing, a stone hit him on his forehead. And he took hold of his garment to wipe off the blood from his face. Then an arrow with 3 heads shot at him, which hit him on the chest. Thereupon Al-Hussain said, in the name of Allah, and by Allah, and on the religion of Allah's Messenger. Then he raised his head towards the sky, and he said, by God, you know that they are killing a man whom there is no son of a prophet except for him. Then he took hold of the arrow and dragged it out of his chest, and the blood was flowing out as if it was flowing from a drain. Then he placed his hand on the wound, and when it was filled with his blood, he threw it above into the sky, and not even one drop of that blood returned to the ground. And the sky did not become red before Al-Hussain alayhi salam threw his blood onto the sky. Then he placed his hand once again, and when it was filled, he stained his head, his beard with it, and he said, by Allah, this is how I will remain till I meet my grandfather, the Messenger of Allah, while I am dyed with my own blood, and I will say, listen, ya Bakriya. I want the Bakriya to listen to me. I want the ones that say that the Shia of Ahlul Bayt alayhum as-salam are the ones that killed Abu Abdullah al-Hussain. Listen to what Imam al-Hussain says. Listen to who he blames. O Messenger of Allah, I was killed by Abu Bakr and Umar. I was killed by Abu Bakr and Umar. So all you those that are happy of what occurred in As-Saqifa, then you are happy with the killing of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, because of As-Saqifa never happened and Ali Muhammad were the rulers. Abu Abdullah al-Hussein would have never been in Karbala, massacred and the horses trampling over his body, and the likes of Shimr and Sinan ibn Anas cutting off his holy head. If it wasn't for Saqifa, Abu Abdullah al-Hussein and his family and his woman would have been in the greatest position, would have been where? In the city of their Prophet, in the city of their grandfather Rasulullah, in the city of Medina. If it wasn't for Saqifa, the likes of Imam Hussain alayhi salam would have never been poisoned by Ju'da, his wife, by the order of Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. If it wasn't for Saqifa, the horses would have never trampled over the body of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. If it wasn't for Saqifa, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas would have had his hands. His hands would have still been there. If it wasn't for Saqifa, the likes of Shimr ibn al-Jawshan would have never sat on the chest, the beloved chest of Abu Abdullah, the blessed chest of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. If it wasn't for Saqifa, Zainab would have never cried out. If it wasn't for Saqifa, if it wasn't for Abu Bakr and Umar, the women of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, the granddaughters of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, would have never been taken captive. If it wasn't for As-Saqifa, the tents of the women and the children would have never been burnt. If it wasn't for As-Saqifa, if it wasn't for Abu Bakr and Umar, then Abu Abdullah al-Hussein would have never died thirsty. Abdullah al-Radi', the infant that was killed in the hands of his father Imam al-Hussein, would have never been struck with that arrow. If it wasn't for Saqifa and the likes of Abu Bakr and Umar, Imam al-Sajjad would have never been chained up. You can find this in Maqtal al-Hussein in your sources by Khawarizmi, volume 2, page 34. Imam al-Hussein blamed Abu Bakr and Umar. He didn't blame his Shia. Yes, they blamed the people of Kufa. And whoever said that the people of Kufa were Shia Ithna Ashariya, Alawiyya, Rafida, nowhere. Imam Hussein, he blamed Abu Bakr and Umar. So never come around and make the statement that the Shia killed Imam Hussein. Or just like Ibn Taymiyyah says in his Minhaj al-Sunnah, he says that the Shia of Uthman used to curse Imam Ali from the pulpit. For example, so what Shia are you talking about? Shia of Imam Ali? Because if you're going to say Shia of Imam Ali, the Shia of Imam Ali in that period in Al-Kufa still believed in the caliphate of Abu Bakr and Umar. Whatever route you try to take, you're cut off. And this is the end line here, where Imam Hussein said, when Imam Hussein states, O Messenger of Allah, I will be killed by Abu Bakr and Umar. Shia are not doing tatbir or beating our chest because we are the ones that killed Imam al-Hussein. No. We do this because it was the sunnah of Muhammad and his progeny. Ahlul Bayt did it. Zainab did it. And as proven in my previous video, it was something that the Imams did. And we followed along. The Imam says, cry and grieve impatiently for Imam Hussain. Cry. Greatest reward. And it's written within your books, which we will inshallah discuss soon. Let us inshallah let the Bakris open their mind and open their heart to see and seek the truth, inshallah. And see when your own scholars lie to you. Wallah, 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 I love you. And this is to the Bakris. I love you more than your own scholars. I love you more than the individuals, your scholars that have lied to you for years. They have lied to your mother, your father, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents. They have lied to you guys. Wallah, they have lied to you. With the statement that the Shia killed Imam Hussain. La wallah. Never. You're a Shia of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Your actions are in accordance with your words. You cannot be a Shia if you have any form of love, any form of allegiance to Abu Bakr and Umar. By the statement of your own scholars, that the people of Kufa, they had allegiance to Abu Bakr and Umar. So the least you can say, the least we can say at least, is you can say the ones that they had more inclination towards Bakris. For us, no, Imam Ali is the first caliph. That's what makes you a Shia. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide our opponents and to stop and cause their scholars to stop lying to them and misguiding them. Insha'Allah ta'ala. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ahli baytihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh Hassan, for a very informative show. Alhamdulillah, I learned things that I didn't even know existed before this show. I've benefited greatly. Inshallah, you, the viewers, have also benefited. And to you, the viewers, the Bakris who are watching this video, listen to what the Sheikh has stated in this lecture. Don't just sit there and let it go in one ear and out the other, but rather follow that feeling from within inside your heart and take it to your scholars and, like he said, question. Don't follow your religion blindly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warns you about following your religion blindly. So don't believe these scholars when they're lying to you. Inshallah, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us for our sins and to forgive you for yours. Inshallah, we're all guided to the right path. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.